My name is Alan. Welcome to the channel. Make sure to subscribe and follow along on the journey. Got the last appliance today that I need to purchase, and that's why I haven't finished out the sink cabinet. Maybe able to see where it goes, that little square, but it is a significant size difference. That's the original. I don't know if it worked or not, but I didn't want to chance it, so I got the newer version. A lot less weight and a lot smaller because I had to build the cabinets around this stuff, so that's what I was waiting on. But just feels really good to purchase the very last appliance of the build. Each one has cost roughly $700 to $1,000, so it's been a journey, needless to say, and I'm gonna go ahead and try to get the install going. And I was waiting to run the plumbing for the sink until that arrived, so I could see how much room I had and what I was working with. What's up? So got a lot of stuff done that I didn't record because it was just a bunch of tedious work, but I'll go ahead and give you an update. I got the sink installed, finished the butcher block countertop, did the plumbing for the sink yesterday, and set the new furnace from Suburban. I had to sort of wait for that to arrive to put in the third wall there for the drawers and run the plumbing. And for the first time in the history of me owning the Airstream, we have water, which is pretty sweet. And of course, when this window's open, you can turn this around. So actually, I have two outside showers. I went ahead and installed the shower setup for the bathroom. Just got everything ran, and hopefully be tiling that soon. And we have running water in the bathroom too. The water pump that you hear is not screwed down, so it's just up there vibrating. And I got the outside shower started, but the cheap mixer from Amazon broke immediately, so I'm gonna take that out. Unfortunately, $35 loss. It is what it is. I'm just gonna go with the Delta mixer like you seen on the shower that I just showed you, and just screw the shower head onto it and build a little stand and mount it. So that's where I'm at with that. But I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty happy. I'll tell you, the water didn't work in this thing whenever I got it, so this is literally the first time I've ever even seen the water come on in this thing, and I'm super pumped. I don't know if I've showed you this. Finally got the last drawer underneath the Furrion in. Of course, I got to prime it and do some adjusting to it, but that's fine. And put a final coat of paint on it and the hardware, and we'll be pretty good to go. What another beautiful day. We have some arborists hammering down on a tree across the road. which if I didn't appreciate the work that they did, I'd be kind of salty about it. But they're over there killing it, and it's a pretty big tree. Last night I hammered down on a few cabinets, which I'm going to show you all now and kind of catch y'all up to where I'm at. And it's going to be another sanding and priming day, and hopefully get these cabinets somewhat installed, fitted, make sure everything's kosher for final paint. So we have the 3 sliding drawers for the range and refrigerator cabinet, and this is the top drawer for the vanity. And as I said before, I went with a half inch birch in the bathroom vanity and 3/4 for the kitchen, and that's simply to keep some weight down in the rear end of the trailer. And also I plan on doing some tiles, so really trying to be mindful of the weight that I'm adding back there. But I'm gonna go ahead and get to sanding and primering, and then check out to see if I need to do any wood filler, whatnot, and go from there. These cabinets have been an interesting journey. It's just such a different project than anything that I've done on the Airstream so far, and starting to get the hang of it. And what I realize is it's literally just the same thing over and over and over and over if you want a good finish. It's a lot, you know. You cut the pieces and then you sand them, and then you fill anything that you see that you're aware of at the time, and you got to let it dry for 2 hours. And you sand it, and then you prime it, and then you let that dry, and then you sand that, and then you fill anything that you may have missed and you let that dry for 2 more hours, and then you sand that down, and then you primer it again, and then you start to then you finally get to put the cabinets together and do your test fitting and make sure that the cabinets are perfect size with the sliders and the width of the hole that it's going in. And you know, I'd like to say that that's the perfect case, but you know, I haven't had to make any adjustments width-wise, but height-wise I have. I put in about 12 hours yesterday, and then today, I don't know, probably a good 6. But yesterday I was going through like the psychology of it, and you know, I was thinking, what is it? I was trying to like come to a conclusion of what cabinet making is, and in the process of it, and I went down the list. I was like, it's repetitive, it's silly to put in that much work, it's mundane, it's nonsense, and all this stuff. And then finally, you know, it hit me, and I realized that it's peaceful, because you know, you get to see the end result. And it made me think of the Lord Jesus, and being a carpenter. I thought, I wonder if that's how he acquired the peace that passes all understanding, was working with wood in his hands and building furniture and cabinets, because you have to go through the psychology of it, of all the things that it is, and then chalk those off of things that they aren't. And then you reach a point to where you know, you're looking at, you know, the finished product or close to the finished product, and you realize like you've been meditating for 5 days and been a really good mental state and at peace 99% of the time. I just thought I'd share that story. It was you know, the cycle of the mind. The mind is so funny, and this is the first time I've ever built cabinets to this precision, especially, and what a beautiful process. We're so much more capable of doing things than we give ourselves credit for. You know, we can pretty much do anything we set our minds to. It might not be in the time that we would like for to accomplish it, but that's where the breakdown of the mind and psychology and working through that comes into play. Good morning. I did not shoot an ending to the video the other day, and I've done a lot of work since. Smaller, tedious work, a day and a half underneath the trailer, buttoning up some things underneath there, and I did not record any of it. So there's that. But I'll give you a quick rundown just to end this video and show you what I've done the past couple days within and around the Airstream. I added my kitchen table. Basically put it on sliders so I could have somewhere to eat, and started switching out all of the plumbing. I added the freshwater inlet for the tank, put it back in. Had to do some repair work. I don't know if it's gonna work, but they're really hard to find. So also I added hardware to the cabinets so I could easily access them, and this is what I decided to go with on the cabinets. This is all just primer, so I have not put on the final coat of paint yet, and I'll show you. Oh yeah, one last thing. I added the soap pump, so I didn't have a soap bottle floating around back here, falling around. And I'll show you a few things on the outside. Added this patch where the old antenna went to. Gotta take a box cutter or a knife and clean that up a bit. Here's the outside of the water inlet and the new furnace. This is the mixer that I changed the outside shower to, the Delta, because the old one broke. And this is the solution for the shower head. Found it at Lowe's. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. Hit the subscribe button. Preparing for a trip out west for 2 weeks here soon. We're going to do it in a van. The Airstream's not ready, but we're going to do 2 weeks out west basically, and travel through Utah and some of California, maybe some of Colorado and Arizona as well. And I'm going to take the camera and shoot as much footage as possible. My lens is dirty. So make sure to tune in for that, and until next time, peace.